Hey everybody, I have something really neat that I want to share with everybody. This right here, one of the really big gigantic candles here that I got at a secondhand store, and the wicks were not burned, so it was a virgin candle, and I got to experimenting with the candle and crayons, and I came up with something really nifty. This right here, and I will show you how to do this. What you need is a fairly large size candle, halfway decent sharp knife, crayon of any color that you want, some matches, place to stick a candle. Now, I learned that using the generic candle or using the generic Crayolas seemed to work a lot better rather than the common name brand like the Crayola crayons. So I guess there's a lot more wax in these, but they're easier to work with. And what I've done here is I've taken the ink pen. I don't know if you can see that or not. I've carved a pinnacle in the side of the candle. Now what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to take the crayon, bring my candle over, I'm going to take the crayon and I'm going to melt it just a little bit in the candle, and I'm going to force it into the hole, into where I've actually put into where I've actually carved out my pinnacle. And when this works out the way it does, it actually pushes the colored wax down inside the area where you've marked. Now, the deeper, you're going to have to do this fairly deep, because eventually you're going to take the excess with a knife and you're going to scrape it off. So just kind of mash it down in there, and make sure that you actually have something that you don't mind getting wax on, old raggedy tablecloth, because after a while of doing this it does get messy. So there's about 2/3 of the way filled up, and this does go fairly quick. So I thought that this would be a great way to personalize magical candles. You can and I even actually thought of even taking herbs and actually sprinkling powdered herbs into, I haven't tried it yet. Think about putting powdered herbs into the crack here where I actually took the crayon, or I took the ink pen and actually carved this out. So bear with me. I'm holding a camera and doing this with one hand. Alrighty. Now once you've got all that down, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the knife and I'm going to shave off, just very lightly. You're going to shave off the area of where the crayon is. And it does take a little bit of time. It does take a little bit of concentration. But as you can see, it does get messy, but that's the fun part, is actually seeing what actually comes out. And as you can see right here, starting out, we have a nice, there we go. If you look right here, you have a really nice purple line right there where the pentacle starts. And let's see if we can finish this off here. A lot of this is trial and error. You kind of have to kind of practice with this and judge how far to go down, how far to actually push into the wax to peel the top layer off. Now if you see areas that didn't take, like right here I can see that I have a line right here that didn't take, you can always go back in and actually redraw it back out and actually go back over it. So that must mean that I did not make that part deep enough when I cut into the wax. So there's a pentacle right there. With a little more working with the knife here, I can actually cut this down just a little bit more. So, pretty nifty neat. I actually like the idea, and like I said, you can customize. It may look kind of bad right now, but eventually, after I get it cleaned up and get the edges all nice and done, I will show you what it looks like here in just a second.